blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Alright, so welcome to what will hopefully be a start of a new series of campaign videos, similar to last year hopefully. Sorry there hasn't been any videos for the last few months, maybe, I don't know, getting on for 6 months now since I last put out videos properly. Yeah, well, life's got in the way, hasn't it, really, with COVID-19, which is one of the points I want to make. I hope you're all well, hope your families are all safe and you're dealing with the lockdown well. Fishing isn't the most important thing in the world at the moment, I know, but it is something that keeps us all going. So when you're on the bank, just make sure, you know, just keep your distance, have your sanitizer, and hopefully we'll be able to keep the lakes open for the foreseeable future. I also wrecked my back, so I was off work for a bit. I wasn't really able to fish a barra for quite some time, so we're back down now. And the lakes that I've picked this year, back down at Weybread, Alston. Last year the campaign series was on number 1 pit, which I've done the spring on there and put out a few videos. If you're interested in those, look back on my other videos, and there's 3 or 4 videos from on there. This year I think I'm going to have a crack at Ocean Pit, which is the big 100-acre lake for those of you that don't know. Relatively low stocked. They have just put some new stockies in over the last few years, which will hopefully bring the numbers through and grow on to really make this lake what it could be. It's an absolutely stunning lake, pretty quiet for club water most of the time, but yeah, it's beautiful down here at the moment. It's baking hot. Got here yesterday, which was June the 1st, the ticket started. It's the 2nd today, and managed to get one last night. But I got here yesterday morning like 8 when the gates opened. Went round number 1 to have a look, and they were spawning on there quite clearly, so I thought I'd pop over to Ocean and have a look. Got halfway down to peg number 60, opposite the... Jesus, that is the thing, there's a lot of geese on here if you can hear that, sorry, they're going nuts. Yeah, opposite the sailing club. There's a couple of fish just cruised through, and one shoe a little way out, and they weren't very big fish, but I thought, well, it's probably going to be the best chance. It's going to be busy on opening day, so I went back as quickly as I could, got my gear and got back in here and set the rods up relatively close in. Left hand rod was just underarm flipped out with a scattering of trigger around it, and then just a little yellow pineapple and embryo trick pop up over the top of it, just on the standard pop-up rig that I use that you'll see in my other videos if you've seen them. And yeah, the right hand rig was pinged out probably about 12 wraps-ish. I didn't actually wrap up, it looked about that far out where I'd seen a fish show. Scattered some bait out, and yeah, in the evening it went a bit quiet, but I went to bed pretty confident for a lake of this size really, on the right hand rod, because I'd seen a fish top over there and been some bubbling up around there, and that all just went round with a nice firm donk. I thought, yeah, that's going to be the one if anything happens. And woke up this morning, didn't have a bleep through the night, and beautifully still morning, didn't see anything, so I thought, well, put the kettle on and make myself some sausages for breakfast. And as I was in the middle of cooking, the left hand rod just ripped off, just slammed up tight on the monkey climber and just bent round into some weed. Picked it up, and it felt really slow to start with, and I was like, oh, I don't know, and then it just started tearing around. I was like, alright, here we go. So I got it in, and it was one of the new stockies, an absolutely beautiful fish, which we've got a bit of footage now for you. Alright, so here we go, absolutely buzzing. It's only a small one, but for the first night on a 100-odd acre pit to get one absolutely made up. It's £10, sorry, water bucket. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's just over £10. Beautiful scaly grey thing, probably one of the stockies that they put in. There we go. Lovely looking thing. Imagine this when it grows on. In here it's going to absolutely thrive. Yeah, completely made away, it just ripped off out of nowhere first thing this morning. So spin around, have a look at the other side. Yeah, such a shock as I was cooking breakfast for this to fly away. Absolutely melted off into the weed. There we go. Beautiful duck thing this. Certainly going to be a stunner in a few years' time. Promising things. Right, we'll slip her back and get the rod back out and try and get some breakfast. So yeah, there we go. That's not the biggest fish that's in here by any stretch of the imagination. Not really what I'm after, but the first night on 100+ acre, relatively low stock water, to have one pretty made up. I'm not sure, I haven't been around yet, but from what people were saying yesterday, nothing was caught yesterday, and a few people that come past me, so it might be the first one out of the season, which is even more of a bonus, but definitely the happiest I've been to catch a 10-pounder in quite some time. Real nice scaly fish. Looks like the new fish that they stocked, from what's seen online, are all really nice scaly VS fish, and in these waters they're just going to hopefully grow on to be some real beautiful fish for the future, which is really positive step from the club. So yeah, I think we're probably going to do the campaign on here this year, as long as it stays quiet and the access issues aren't too much of a pain, because there's been a few rights land issues. Quite a lot of the lake now is unfishable, which on a 100-acre lake isn't ideal, because they've got a hell of a lot of water at the best of times to hide up on in here, and now they've got a whole top section which you can't access at all either. And there's now only one car park, so it is, if you want to go to the far end, it's a long old walk. But yeah, so fingers crossed they'll sort that out, and I don't really mind the long walk. I'm used to that from when I was on Ardley a few years back on the reservoir there. That was always a long walk to the swim, so it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, that's basically it for now. I've got the rods back out, I can't see anything else happening. It's meant to be baking hot today. I've got things to do this afternoon anyway, so yeah, that's probably going to be it. We'll hopefully come back maybe next week if they're not spawning. If not, it'll probably be a couple of weeks so I'm back down here again, because I'll give them a good few weeks after they're spawned, as I always do. It's good general practice as well. If your fish are spawning on your lake, I know everyone's desperate to get out after lockdown, but if they're spawning, just the best thing you can do for your lake and fishing is just don't fish for them, just leave it, just give it a couple of weeks. They'll still be there when they come back. If everyone done it, it wouldn't make any difference to your fishing at all, you wouldn't even notice it. Just leave them be. Like, it's the most dodgy time for fish. Like, they can get spawn bound and stressed anyway. The last thing you want to be doing is stressing the fish out that you so dearly want to catch anyway. So just do everyone a favour, and you know, it's just best practice to stay off the lakes as soon as they start spawning and give them plenty of time. So yeah, it's my little rant over. It's just annoying when you see people fishing for spawning fish. Yeah, so fingers crossed things go well here. Hopefully you'll enjoy the series. I think the last one went down quite well on number 1. I'm not sure we're going to have quite as many fish in a short space of time on here as we did on there, but fingers crossed. You never know, you're like, it's a promising start having one this morning, sorry, on first session. So yeah, fingers crossed we get another one before long to show you, and hopefully if you've got any ideas for videos as well that you want to see, I know I'm rambling a bit now, but if there's anything that you want to see, any product stuff or how-to things, the way I'd like to do things, you know, I'm obviously you know, I'm not any superstar big name angler or anything, but I've got ways that I like to do things, and if any of you are interested in those kind of things, leave a comment down below and we'll see what we can do. So yeah, get out there and enjoy it if you can. Give those fish a rest if they're spawning. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next video.